All right, guys. So this is EasyFX Academy once more. We're just going to be doing a quick review of some of the trades that we're expecting to play out on Monday during our market review. All right, session together. So let's just go into the charts quickly. Let me start from gold. I'll come back to UJ, but let me start from gold. So we're expecting a sell to buy scenario off of gold. This was our initial region for the sells. You saw that price just gave us a liquidity sweep above that high, and then we saw the sales happen. So it didn't exactly tap us, get us in for the sales. But thankfully, I was able to get a re-entry, and I hope some of you were also able to do that also. But for the buys that we were projecting from our session on Monday, we've seen the buys happen from the exact zone that we had projected or we had analyzed it to happen from, and that's currently what we are seeing right now. Even though I feel like maybe very soon we might have a continuation for the sell, possibly. But for the meantime, we've seen the buys happen quite well. So we're able to take this trade. I'm very sure I should have been able to do some very, very considerable amount of profit from just this gold trade alone. All right, but that's just one of the many trades that we shared on Sunday. I remember we also looked at Euro USD. Right, Euro USD also played out quite well for us from our session on Monday. Yes, so we had a buy to sell scenario that we're expecting. Price basically gave us that exact buy to sell scenario. Off of this, if you were able to get a good entry, if you're able to enter, all right, you could have easily gotten maybe one ratio, I don't know, maybe 1:4, 1:5. Let me just quickly cross check. So this low. All right, so this is about 1:6, almost 1:7 trade. So at the very least, you should have been able to take up a 1:3, 1:4, 1:5 trade from this. And again, this would have been a very, very good, profit maker for you. All right, so that was it for EU. I know we also talked about GJ. We talked about GJ, we talked about GU. GJ basically didn't take us in. We're expecting a buy to sell, right, in to this zone before we start looking out for buy continuations, and price basically hasn't gotten there yet. We're expecting a sweep of that high, which we got to see, all right. But currently the movement that we're getting to see in price hasn't given us any similitude of what we were expecting, all right. So possibly we'll need to reanalyze that and then get a clearer idea for what we expect to happen. But for the meantime, GJ basically hasn't or didn't trigger us. GBP USD, something similar. Also, we're expecting a buy to sell, something like we're expecting on EU. We're expecting a buy to sell. GU didn't trigger us at all. We're expecting price to at least sweep this low, come into the zone, and then we have our sales. However, price basically didn't even care about us and it just continued for itself. But that's fine. That's fine. Sometimes the best trades are the trades you don't that don't play out. It's better that you didn't take the trade than you lost money on the trade, right? All right. So that's just it for GBP USD. Finally for this call, I think we'll just look at USD JPY. Yes. So USD JPY, we're expecting a break and retest of this initial zone here for the buys. We got to see that happen quite well. This was the break. Price came back again into that region. For the zone rather, and then we got our buys from there. So break and retest buy, you would have gotten some fair bit of profit from there. And I remember talking about this zone on the 4-hour time frame. I think we marked it on the 30-minute time frame actually. Let me confirm. I'm trying to remember the exact time frame that we used. Either we used the 30-minute time frame or this was a projection based off of Fibonacci. I am guessing it was a projection based off of yes, I'm quite sure right now. This was the projection based off of our Fibonacci regions, and we're expecting a sell from here. So for the buys, you would have gotten in. For the sells also, I believe if we were wise enough and if we were prudent enough, you should have gotten in for the sell. So I think overall this has been a fairly profitable week for us. All right, if you're able to take these trades, please do also send your screenshots and then send your tithes also. And again, we're going to have our sessions continuing on Monday. Our market review session next week Monday, same time, 2 p.m. West African time. I do sincerely hope I'm going to see you there. This is already the weekend, so do well to enjoy your profits, take your wives and significant others out. All right, and enjoy yourself. Have a great rest of the week, guys. God bless. Bye bye.